Hello and welcome to Insanity's Guide to Galakras 25-man normal mode. This is the 5th encounter in Siege of Orgimmar. This encounter is a 2-phase fight. The first phase consists of multiple waves of adds, and the second phase begins when the boss is brought down. For this encounter we'll bring 2 tanks, 5 to 6 healers, and an assortment of ranged melee DPS. Having strong AoE DPS is a plus, and having a few DKs is also quite helpful. Please note we have 3 important NPCs to protect during this encounter. They must be kept alive, or we'll fail our mission. Worry not, these NPCs lend their aid, maximizing their abilities, and our encounter will be that much easier. The NPCs present depend on your faction. We'll be hanging out with Verisa Windrunner, King Varian Wren, and Lady Jane of Proudmoore. Verisa's a hunter that goes to work with her bow, Varian taunts and tanks adds, and Lady Jane of Proudmoore calls a blizzard down that lasts for 20 seconds and inflicts 600k frost damage per second. Make sure to drag the adds into her storm. Let's start with Phase 1. The objective for Phase 1 is to access both towers and get your hands on the turrets to shoot down the boss and enter Phase 2. Let me break it down. For mini-bosses we have Master Cannoneer Dagran, Lieutenant Krugruk, High Enforcer Thranok, Kroger the Snake, and her Dragonmaw Ebonstalkers. For normal adds, we have Dragonmaw Title Shamans, Bone Crushers, Flag Bearers, Grunts, Flameslingers, Wind Reavers, Protodrakes, and Demolishers. I'm going to go over the normal adds first, and then we'll tackle the mini-bosses. Bone Crushers charge a random target and perform Fracture, which deals a massive amount of damage to a raid member or a faction leader. We use our Death Knights to rip them off and interrupt that nasty channel. Interrupts are also effective. Tidal Shamans will heal their allies, as well as lay healing Tide Totems. They damage the raid with Tidal Wave. Kill the Shamans as soon as possible, interrupt their heals, and kill those totems. While Flag Bearers aren't that impressive, the banner they drop buffs every enemy unit, so banners are first kill priority. AoE the Grunts. Flameslingers are archers that hang near the top of the hill, death grip them down towards the raid, and bring them into your AoE. If you get shot with an arrow, the ground beneath your feet will burn for a short period of time. Protodrakes come in pairs with Wind Reavers on their backs. These guys channel a frontal cone, so face them away from the raid. This brings us to Demolishers. There will be 2 demos during the encounter, 1 at a time. Killing a demo allows you access to a tower. Bring the adds up to it, and make the demo your main target. As soon as the demo's down, send in your tower group. Hold that thought. Let's go over mini-bosses. So, for mini-bosses, we have Kroger the Snake. She comes out in the 3rd wave. She has 2 Dragonmaw Ebonstalkers with her. Kogra has Poison Tip Blades, which puts a stacking debuff on the tank. She lays Poison Clouds, and she'll cast Venom Bolt Volley when she gets under 50% health. Move away from Ebonstalkers, which blink behind raiders. High Enforcer Thranok spawns amongst the ground forces as part of Wave 7. This boss can be devastating. If there's anything to nail in this encounter, it's this guy. He casts Crusher's Call, which hooks 10 players into him, and begins channeling Skull Cracker, which deals a massive amount of physical damage to all players in a 10-yard range. Strafe run out of this immediately. Hunters, disengage. You might be able to survive this if you're at full health, but I highly suggest you get out of it. He'll do this once or twice before you manage to take him down. Okay, remember that thought we were holding about the towers? Yeah, let's go back to that. Quick tip about the towers. There's a rope at the top. Click it and send the rope down. You can use it to climb back up the tower later. So you'll want to make a tower group consisting of 1 tank, 1 to 2 healers, and 5 to 7 DPS. After you kill demo number 1, the tower group goes into the south tower, where they'll encounter Lieutenant Krugruk. He uses Arcing Smash, which knocks you off the platform. Between the ability and the fall damage, you'll probably end up dead unless you can levitate or slow fall. Try not to get hit by this. He also uses Thunderclap, which slows you down and makes it difficult to get out of the Arcing Smash. Arcing Smash has kind of a large pizza shape to it, and I find that if you stand closer to both tower bosses, it's much easier to move out of their abilities. The Dragonmaw Protodrakes should be damaged with the first anti-air turret that your raid takes control of. After you kill demo number 2, send your tower group up to fight Master Cannoneer Dagran. He'll do muzzle spray with his gun. He hits like a ton of bricks, and he can knock you off the tower. stay close to him, and move out of the cone of damage. When both towers are under your control, have a raid member hop into each turret and shoot down Galakras at the same time. There's no ideal time to do this, so bring her down as soon as possible. Ads will keep spawning if you delay it. Yay! Finally, boss time. Galakras has 3 abilities during this phase. Flames of Galakron is the main attack. It's a huge burning ball of fire which travels through the air. Each player that gets in the way of it causes it to lose potency, causing less damage to the rest of the players. When it reaches its target, it'll explode and deal a large amount of raid-wide damage. Pulsing Flames is a raid-wide damaging aura. It deals a moderate amount of fire damage, and each tick stacks a buff on the boss that increases fire damage done by 2% per stack, kinda like a soft enrage. We have our raid do a tightly grouped line. Once you hit 4 stacks of Flames of Galakron, you move to the back of the raid or to the side if you're melee. We use Heroism during phase 2. We normally have a few ads still live that we need to clean up, and the Heroism not only helps DPS to do that, but it helps healers adjust to the incoming raid damage of flames, while the raid groups up appropriately. Quick recap. Tanks, pick up everything that moves, bring the ads under the blizzard, and move Kogra out of poison clouds. Perform a tank switch in phase 2. Healers, have healing cooldowns ready for the damage that Flames of Galakron offers. DPS, pay attention to your correct targets and follow whatever your raid leader specifies. Everyone should avoid Arcing Smash, Muzzle Spray, and Skullcracker. And group up tightly to lower the damage caused by Flames of Galakron. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you out at all, please make sure you toss it a like. We really appreciate it, and it encourages us to keep putting out more guides. Please check out our other guides posted for Siege of Orgimmar, and we'll see you around.